We're gonna wrap up with a little quick fire if it's okay with you, mate. So,
Nope.
okay. So, how's Philip Rowe getting finished?
I'm looking for the TKO submission finish, man. Go out there, put the pressure on, and let them break them. I mean, that's one of my biggest skill sets, and that's one of the ways I like to win every fight. Go out there, put the pressure on the guy, put the pace on the guy, and allow him to quit, allow him to break. And I feel like it take any man to that breaking point. So going in this fight, it's no different for me.
Greatest win of your UFC career?
My biggest win thus far in music career.
Yeah.
For me, it would have to be the Hector Lombard fight. It was just because of all the hype around Hector Lombard at the time. I mean, he was like the boogeyman of MMA. Everyone wanted to fight Hector Lombard, and to go out there, take his best shots, give him my best shots, come out victorious. I feel like that was a fight where I got to learn a lot about myself and what I'm willing to endure, what I'm willing to do in order to be successful. And I feel like Hector helped bring that out of me.
Who do you most want to see fight for the belt next, aside from yourself?
I honestly think the next best fight for this at welterweight for at least for a title shot would either have to be, and this is I can't be a hater or be biased at this point, but I have to respect what the guy's done. Either Bilal Muhammad or Kobe Covington. I mean, it's very difficult to get a 9-fight win streak in the UFC, especially against the guys that Bilal has been able to pull it off against. I mean, I'd love to smack the guy myself, but at the end of the day, I'd give credit where it's due. I realized that he actually did potentially earn himself a title shot, and I got to respect that at the end of the day.
Who's the most impressive fighter in the UFC right now, in your eyes?
In my eyes, I would have to say Corey Sandhagen. I mean, the guy gets better and better each fight, and he just like, and he's the other puts on the show. I mean, the guy takes all types of risk, and he performs well fight after fight after fight. So I think right now he's probably one of the best guys in the UFC right now. Just based off of skill set, showmanship, this total package. I feel like Corey Sandhagen has it right now.
Who's the hardest worker you've ever met in this sport?
Outside of myself, let's see. I have to say a guy like Drew Dober. Drew Dober is definitely one of those guys who I'm able to see firsthand the amount of work that he puts into the sport. I mean, the sport of MMA has changed over the years where, yes, it has to be about your skill set. Yes, it has to be about winning fights, but it also has to be about the personality part of the sport and that kind of thing. And that takes work too. And Drew is a guy who I've watched over years kind of pull together the whole package. He went from being the kid from Omaha to win the fight invite to being one of the top guys in the UFC right now, especially the lightweight division. With like, I think he's either tied with the most knockouts in lightweight history, or he's right up there with what is it, Dustin Poirier. So to watch the work that he's put in over the last 8 years, 9 years to get to where he's at, definitely a guy I can tip my hat to and appreciate his hard work.
If you knock out Philip Rowe or finish him, who would you like to fight next?
I'm looking to get a top 10 opponent, top 5 opponent immediately. I mean, right now I feel like I'm in a good place mentally, good place emotionally, physically. I feel great. Like I feel like everything in life is lining up right now, and I'm gonna take full advantage of this time. I mean, moments of life uncertain. So if I can go out there get the job done, when I go out there get the job done on Saturday, I'm looking to immediately get back in there, get to the top 10, top 5 guy.
Is there any legends you'd like to fight?
I mean, what? Excuse me.
Any legends of the sport that you haven't fought yet that you'd like to fight?
Sadly, I think I'm all on legends at this point. Like, I think I've fought them all. I've beaten every former champ in my division thus far, minus Tyron Woodley, who's the one with the organization, and Kamar Usman. So literally every guy who's had the title in my division outside of GSP since I've been active in the UFC, I fought them all at this point and beaten them. So for me, it's just like, all right, well, I guess the legend tour is over. Let me go out there and chase the title.
Who would make the best WWE star in the UFC, do you think?
Outside the obvious answer being Conor McGregor, I think we have a couple of characters in there that we play off of. Like I said, Drew Dober is one of those guys that puts in a work as far as like having the charisma and attitude to go with something like WWE. So I think he can be a good guy in WWE. Then you have guys like let me see, I'm trying to think it out right now. Charlie Jordan Black got his name. Australian guy that does the shoe after every win.
Tai
Um,
Tuivasa?
yeah, Tuivasa. There you go. I feel like he's one of those guys that can definitely transition well into WWE. Like, he's a great entertainer. Every time he fights, guys are like on the edge of their seats, watching what's going to happen, whether he wins or loses. And of course, when he wins, he always has some kind of crazy celebration. So I feel like he'll have a good transition over to WWE for sure.
Nice one. Maximum respect, Neil. Great to see you. Thanks so much. Appreciate
Oh
it.
man, pleasure to talk to you as well. Have a good one.
Cheers.